Aloha, my name is Haley Campbell and I'm a climate adaptation specialist with the City and County of Honolulu's Office of Climate Change, Sustainability, and Resiliency. This video provides answers to frequently asked questions about Climate Ready Oʻahu, including what it is, why it's important, and how you can contribute to a climate-ready future with us. Climate Ready Oʻahu is our island strategy for adapting to and preparing for the impacts of climate change, including rising sea levels, rising temperatures and extreme heat, decreasing precipitation and drought, flash flooding, and an increased chance of hurricanes. It asks us to reflect on our values and imagine the kind of future we want for ourselves, our families, and our future generations. Climate Ready Oʻahu aims to chart a path towards this shared future by outlining and uplifting actions that we can take today to prepare, protect, and safeguard our island community as climate impacts unfold. Climate Ready Oʻahu is a response to climate change, which is the long-term shift of Earth's temperatures and weather patterns due to human activities such as the burning of oil, coal, and gas that release heat-trapping gases into our atmosphere. These gases are collectively known as greenhouse gases because their heat-trapping ability is similar to a greenhouse. Over the past century, the Earth's temperature has warmed by about 1.1 degrees Celsius, or around 2 degrees Fahrenheit. While we may not be able to see climate change on a daily basis, climate change often presents itself through its hazards and its impacts. On Oʻahu, climate hazards include rising sea levels, rising temperatures and extreme heat, decreasing precipitation and drought, flash flooding, and an increased chance of hurricanes. Climate adaptation is the process of implementing actions to adjust and prepare for the impacts of climate change to protect and safeguard our communities as hazards and impacts unfold. Achieving a climate-ready Oʻahu started with defining what a climate-ready future looks like. Informed by climate scientists and community perspectives, a climate-ready Oʻahu is one where all people are empowered with the knowledge, tools, and resources to prepare for climate impacts. It's where connections between people and native ecosystems are cultivated so that Aina is safeguarded for generations to come. And it's where residents are safe from climate impacts at home, at work, and everywhere in between. The Climate Ready Oʻahu vision guided the development of 12 strategies and numerous actions intended to put us on a path towards a climate-ready future. Because climate models are limited, there is a level of uncertainty associated with the potential strength, frequency, and timing of climate hazards and impacts. That's why we created strategies that serve as the big ideas but are meant to be evergreen, meaning that they will continue to be useful and important for guiding adaptation efforts over a long period of time as climate hazards occur. Each strategy contains a set of specific actions that are meant to serve as starting points. For example, it will always be important to uplift and support community-led climate adaptation efforts as seen in Strategy 2. However, there are a lot of actions that we can take today, and actions that we may want to take in the future to achieve this strategy as we see how climate change plays out. Even if we stop emitting all greenhouse gases tomorrow, past emissions have locked us into a path of warming to some degree, meaning that some climate impacts are unavoidable. However, it's important to continue mitigating emissions so that the impacts of climate change do not get even worse in the future. At the city, we're implementing our Climate Action Plan, which calls for reaching net zero use of all fossil fuels by 2045 and includes actions to electrify our fleet, increase the number of EV chargers around the island, and promote waste reduction. At the individual level, you can join millions of people around the world in doing your part to keep emissions low by limiting how much meat that you consume, installing solar panels on your roof, and riding public transportation instead of driving a car. Climate adaptation is a monumental task that can't be achieved by one entity alone. From state and city levels of government to our communities and their residents to the visitors that we host each year, Preparing for climate change requires all of our collaboration in identifying and implementing solutions that work for us here on Oahu. That's why Climate Ready Oahu includes actions the city can take to strengthen its efforts to partner, support, and uplift community organizations and cultural practitioners, as well as actions individuals can take to prepare for the future, such as investing in a cool roof, volunteering to restore a beach ecosystem, or starting a fire risk community group to reduce wildfire risk in your community. Investing in climate adaptation solutions today will foster a higher quality of life, save lives, protect Hawaiian culture, and cultivate a healthier environment for generations of Oahu residents to come. By working together, we can not only tackle climate change, but prepare and thrive in the face of its impacts. Share your mana'o with us about the first steps that we're planning to take towards a climate-ready future through the Climate Adaptation Strategy. We will be accepting public comments until December 1st, 2023. To learn more about Climate Ready Oahu or to share your thoughts on the strategy, visit our website at www.climatereadyoahu.org. We're so excited for you to join us as we adapt into the future and share our gratitude to all of the community partners, climate scientists, city departments, and community residents for collaborating with us to create Climate Ready Oahu.